stuff done, you know, collectively as a group. You know, everybody's been trained individually, and, you know, their feelings, their, you know, assumption that this is just stress and anxiety abuse or the conversion disorder, it's not enough. I can't go on by your gut feeling. I need positive reinforcement that this is what this is, especially with
Lydia,
in such a small community.
Right. Lydia, were you aware that other people, other girls at your school had this condition at the time you developed your symptoms?
I was, for a while before I woke up from my nap.
And had you seen them with these tics, or were you aware of the manifestations of what was going on, or had you just heard about it?
I was in school for a little while after it started, but I ended up leaving the last week of October because I didn't feel I could handle school anymore. And my doctor didn't feel I could handle school anymore.
I understand. And Thera, are you back at school now?
No, I'm getting home tutored.
Are other kids supportive of you? How are you feeling? How are you dealing with this emotionally?
Other kids are very supportive of me. It's hard not being able to do what you love. Even going to school, I love going to school. But it's hard that, I think it's even harder knowing that I don't know what's going on. Like, I'd like to be able to answer people if they ask me what's happening.
My understanding is, I think do we have, to control, tell me, do we have footage of her on the Today Show? Is that correct? Okay, I'm going to show you some footage from the Today Show, NBC Today Show. Take a look at this, and then I'll talk to you about it there afterwards.
They told us it was traumatic, but I really don't think any of us had that traumatic of a life before, and that it was randomly happened.
You were just shaking a little bit, but you have a little bit here and there, but it's not as pronounced as Sarah's.
No.
Do you see a similarity, though, in your symptoms?
Yeah, mine's more advanced. I think I've had it longer, but mine's definitely gotten better.
It's gotten better for you. Has it gotten better for you, Sarah?
No, it gets worse.
Sarah, my understanding is that after that interview, they started talking about this being a conversion reaction, and that was distressing and upsetting to you. Can you tell me about that?
I actually really don't understand what that means. No one has told me what it means.
Okay, now, because I asked that because my next segment here, and I think you guys are going to stay with me, I have a psychiatrist who has treated similar groups of women with a conversion-type syndrome. I don't want to upset you. I don't want you to think that I'm saying that's what this is. I'm saying I want to look at this, and I want to state this ahead, that you don't contemplate something being a psychiatric condition until you have ruled out all potential biological causes. I think how devastating it would be for these young girls if, in fact, it turned out to be some toxin that says that, somewhere these girls were all exposed to that caused a little focal damage to some area of the brain, and the whole while being called a conversion reaction, until you've exhausted every possibility. In fact, at the end of the next segment, I want to put a shout out. If anybody knows anything about movement disorders and potential causes, environmental causes, that they could perhaps help us out, I'll give you a website you can log on to. But here's what we're going to do. You guys sit tight there as best you can. We're going to talk to the psychiatrist. He's a colleague and friend of mine, to see what he thinks of these conditions, so please stay with us.
She does not have time for ICU or desk work or anything like that. She's deteriorating. I don't think this is in my head. I don't think I can wake up from a nap and decide